Hello.
I completely didn't know.
Hello, Wall. Hello. Hi. Welcome to Tem Shop. We are selling a contest here where we look and be judgmental about things. I am Mileve, pronouns she, her. I am the organizer of this thing, and to do the strems tournament. Avi.
Yeah, my pronouns are he, him. I make Blender art and I do funny jokes in these streams. That's about
Yay.
it.
Doc.
Hi, I'm Doc. Him, her. I do art sometimes, and I plug Mileve.
Yes, you do. You do. Hello and welcome everybody to the 5th of the Scrapstar series. The theme for this one is Duo's Delight. We've got a good collection of participants. 11 groups of 2, which, as you would happen to have it, turns into the fabulous number for today, 22. That is the number of the day.
This stream is brought to you by the number 2.
There's lots
Sponsored by 2. Get everything related to 2, like TV remotes, monitors, printers, even your lawn. I don't know. Anything can be 2 as long as you have the power of 2. Unfortunately, $2 bills don't even exist anymore, but I have one in my bag and no one is going to tell about it.
There is never too many 2s.
Yeah, never too many. Unless you want to go to 3, which that next year.
Conveniently enough, it is also 2 different days in Japan. Ninja Day and Cat Day, because the number 2 sounds like me.
Yay!
Ninja Day and Cat Day?
Yeah.
Oh, well, Ninja Cats. Yippee. No wonder I was hearing meows from Doc's call.
Yes.
The cats.
And chat, if you could verify Doc and Abby's audio to make sure that they are solid and good, that would be appreciated. But without too much going on, we can probably start to some degree. Why don't we start by, we've got a couple of nice example pictures here. We're not going to judge them. We're just going to look at them and we're going to appreciate them.
Cool.
So, the first one we've got here is the one me and Doc got, which has Kess. She is making new friend, and you can see her friend Luca off in the left corner, visibly concerned.
That drone looks like it's about to ram Kess in the face. High five.
There's a whole crowd just over there watching. Honestly, that placement is a lot better than I thought it was going to be at first.
It's just like a bunch of children watching a child about to get high-fived by a random drone with no intention that the drone is actually just gonna ape-on the child instead.
I mean that's children in a nutshell. They'll watch some kid doing something that's gonna be very regrettable, and they're like, hey, look, they're gonna do it. Oh my gosh. Yeah, they're not gonna go help her.
No, nobody's gonna. I mean, Luca wants to help her, but she's not going to in time.
There's also another thing about children. They're perfect eating material.
Like, no comments.
No comments. Like, they're so lightweight. I've seen a video of like this one guy jumping on a bed, and there was a child laying across on the other side. Once the guy dropped down, the child just flew up and almost hit the ceiling.
Oh god!
Don't ever try that at home, kids and adults and teens, whatever you are.
No wonder the Ninjala kids go flying at equals.
Oh god.
Yeah.
And on the other side, for another idea on what we're kind of looking for doubles, this one obviously taking to a lot more like just making a fun scene. Appearance is definitely something these two are definitely working with, but it's mostly about making the fun scene. The other one we've got is supplied by Bran and Cobalt. We've got Safi and her little friend here. And this has got like the red and blue colors.
I mean, not renders of that before, I can tell that.
Yeah, they're on a nice little date.
A date, huh?
Or maybe not, I don't know. Learn Spanish.
Right. Learn Spanish, wait a minute.
This is just letting me read all the signs in the background.
Oh, makes sense.
I want you hiring chefs, Dave.
It sounds like those political posters that just say "We want you."
Yeah,
No, that's exactly where that came from.
Yeah.
It's a World War II poster.
Yeah, that's what I thought. World War II, really.
Alright, so, as we are a little bit behind on time, I will let everybody know, this time we've only got 3 judges. Unfortunately, we were unable to find a 4th. We will do our best to make sure that we don't get stuck in ties as often. I've got basically one extra rule that's kind of going into place, which basically is like, viewers will still be able to vote. If we end up on a tie, then we're going to excuse the viewers' vote, and we're just going to go with our 3 and go based off of that.
Damn, democracy.
I am the ultimate ruler. I am boss, so whatever I say goes.
True. You gotta love democracy. There's something like that. I don't know how it goes.
I'm also going to, since we only have 3 of us here, so we can. It will probably be getting through these quicker. I'm just gonna say that we're gonna have an order from here on, and it's gonna be Doc, Avi, then me.
Cool.
Unless somebody like me is absolutely determined to bring something up, and you know how it goes. So, with that all said and done, we've got a few 3-for-alls and then 1v1 that we're going through in the first rounds, and then from there they're just going to be 1v1s. So first up, we've got King Carp and Death, which has supplied us with these 2 pictures. So, same
Hey,
rules.
Katana Brothers.
What?
It's the Katana Brothers.
Yes.
Something like that.
Life and Death.
And,
So, as we usually do, which one do we want to keep? Which one do we want to drop?
ooh,
Is the right one the full view of that?
I really like the shot, but because it's so cropped, I don't like it.
Yeah, that was gonna be my thought on that. I'm gonna
Yeah,
go
I
with
would-
the left one.
I wish we got more of it.
Yeah.
I was gonna say the same thing, because, like, I actually like the look of the left one. Like, holy crap, the red smoke, the Ferris wheel, the city, it goes really nicely with the picture.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This one
On the
looks so intense though, and I love the lighting.
Yeah, on the plus side, it does make a really rad, like, Twitter banner.
Yeah.
Hint, hint.
Wink, wink,
Man,
nudge,
we should have
nudge.
some reverse filters.
So we will go with the one on the left. I think we are all on the same page there. The next we've got going up on this side is Dino and Tom, which we've only got one picture. It is it's something that we're gonna quickly find here. Most people went to Riverdale.
Yeah, I can see why.
Yeah.
It's a nice environment, nice variety.
Yeah. Speaking of
I mean,
variety,
hey.
we do have one final entrant coming in here. We've got Kieran and Sean coming in these fancy dapper suits.
Oh, okay.
And we've got to pick between these two which one we want to be focusing on moving forward.
They're both good, that's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
So I've heard...
Oh, go ahead, Avi.
Okay, sorry. I think I like the left one more, though. Mainly because of the... What do you call those things?
The glow sticks.
Yeah, glow sticks.
Yeah, I'm gonna... For a reason I'll mention here in a bit, I'm gonna go with that left one as well.
I like the right one. I like the pose. It's nice and everything. but just the like the fun pose over on the left. The little Team Rocket schemers over here. It works. It's fun. I like the pose. So we're gonna be going with the left.
Meow.
If only they had a cat. Just like a cat Utsemi that they could drop right in. That is wrong.
Doc just grabbed his
Why
cat.
have you not made a Goro Utsusemi? I would buy that in a
Why?
heartbeat. Use Utsusemi.
Huh?
I don't use it Utsusemi, but I would absolutely like snatch up a Goro Utsu in a heartbeat.
Yeah, actually, why hasn't Gung-Ho done a Goro Utsusumi yet? They would cash in on that pretty well.
They got me with the bottle, I'll tell you that much.
There was a Goro bottle?
Yes!
It's
I
good.
got one.
I remember.
All
It's been a
right.
while since Goro.
They're set up. So yeah, Doc, if you would like to start sharing your thoughts.
Alright, so, starting with the twins here, Sean and, Snug. So, I love, so starting off, the use of the clock to like divide them in two is very clever. It's a nice like use of the angle they've got. And it just like splits up. It gives you like a little line of like, okay, here's where you can focus on Snug. Here's where you can focus on Sean. But it's still unified enough to where you can, they're both unified. I love the little like, the fact that they're in suits, both of them, which is very, like, you don't often, most of the time that Snug shows up in our contests, he's usually in his red, white, and blue getup. So it is kind of fun seeing him in something different. And just like and Sean being very dapper as always in his suit. But what I like a lot is the emotes they chose for a very particular reason. One, they synchronized really well, which is hard. It is hard to synchronize in this game. But two, more importantly, I've mentioned before that like I've probably mentioned in the past that like using like gum colors play a very big role, and if you go into teams it will alter your gum color. They did exactly that, and then some, because you can't get the main way to get red gum is through being on the enemy team. So what they did was they made sure that Snug was going to be on, I believe that is the turquoise team, and have Sean be on the white team, and make sure that Sean was the one to take the picture, which that makes me very happy as someone who has had to contend with team colors for things.
Yeah.
But yeah, I love the energy. It's a very cute picture. I've probably been rambling a lot. But yeah, nice use of like black and white, and very unified overall. I have not gotten onto the other ones. Okay, moving on to...
You really like this shot, it's okay.
I'll make it as long as the others. But moving on to King and Death, we have that life and death kind of style.
Same suits.
And same suits, yeah. Same suits, different vibe. kind of like what Avi said. I actually kind of like that use of like the blacks or the red smoke, coming off the smokestacks on Death's side. You know, the city folding out from King's side, and kind of the nice. I kind of like that water from the from King's emote. I don't know exact. Oh, I believe Death is using one of the others where you just like unsheath the sword, which is all right. It's a Death classic. I think my one thing is I wish the angling could have been closer to what the other one was. Where it was more dramatic a shot, but that couldn't have been done without the cropping. But other than that, you know, it's a nice shot. And then Dino. Dino's is Dino and Tom. Tom?
Tom.
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 That's pretty nice. You know, we have another case of using the swords in very like you know, to set the stage as like a serious thing. I don't believe I've seen anyone use the plague mask with the space opera, so that's pretty nice.
Yeah.
Castle in the background is pretty good, though I wish they might have angled it a little more so that so our guy on the left is in the shot a little, or is a bit more unified in the shot, or maybe get him to be covering up the light that's right next to him, because I feel like that does take a little bit away from him. But other than that, it's a pretty solid shot. Just a nice focus on our two-sworded fellow here.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. V?
Oh, is it my turn?
Yes.
Okay, Death, sorry, Sean and Snug's picture. This is actually cool. I mean, I know there's people that said they get a Team Rocket motive from this, but I feel like there's something different about it that I get. Because, like, you know, have you ever seen the way the hands are positioned? They kind of look like the hands on the clock if you think about it.
Ooh.
Tick-tock, tick-tock, tick-tock. Yep. And honestly, yeah, the colors, they suit the picture nice. White with blue, black with red. Yeah, it's pretty cool overall. And moving on to Death and X-Man's picture, I believe. Holy hell, there is a huge amount of detail to this. Like, they positioned it really well to like the point where, like, you have X-Man on the side with the city and the Ferris wheel, while Death is on the side of like the smoke and the gumball factory. Like, it gives me a sense of like good versus evil, which maybe that's the thing they were trying to go for with the suits again. I mean, yeah, it seems like the suits are a very popular thing for these kind of pictures in Riverdale. I don't know. Could be me, though.
That could be.
But yeah, overall.
Your devil.
That, too. Angle or devil. Well, if you're going to be angle, can you be an acute angle?
Oh.
I'm talking math. None of you understand me. Okay, maybe some of you do, but... okay, moving on to Dino and Tom's pick. Honestly, really nice. Not as flashy as the other two, but flashy doesn't really mean everything. I wish they could have positioned each other closer, because from the distance they're standing, it doesn't really feel that well. I'm not sure how to say it, but doesn't really look all that good. I think if they positioned a little closer, it would have looked really good.
More
That's all.
unified, maybe?
Hmm?
More unified, or where it's not, where the one on the left is more involved in the picture.
Yeah, the left one should be involved more in the picture. I feel like.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I pretty much have to say.
Alright. So, my turn. I will start with Kieran and Sean. Pretty much everything that was already said. There's not much more to be said. It's more of like a stage issue than like things that, like, I'm gonna complain very slightly about, like, there's a lot of lighting things, and it's a lot of bright lights, and it can be kind of hard to focus on overall. But like, the shot itself is exceptional, and there's not much you could have done about the lights. And the lights that we, like, yeah, the glow sticks are just great. I love them. I love the pose. It's just fun. It's just a really good shot. I like it.
They're about to, like, it just feels like they're entering the competition. They just crashed an event, and they're like, we're about to go so hard on y'all.
Yeah. I'm gonna look at Dino and Tom next. Overall, good shot, nice and clean. There's a little bit of color synergy too, with just the very lightest note of being like that bit of red on, I'm guessing that's Tom's bottle. Kind of works with Dino's fit. And then we've got the fancy swords, slicey swords. They're both looking pretty edgy. Definitely a really good shot. If they fit the castle in more and definitely got rid of that light post, it would have helped a lot. But yeah, that one, the outfit coordination definitely looks like it could have used a little more work too. It's not like doomsday bad, but no cat. I'm busy being a judge. Yeah, it's good though. And last but not least, I do really like this shot. It's cool. It's got a lot of things going for it. It has too many things going for it for me, like, especially with all the lights, like, it is hard to pay attention to the shot in itself. Like, I know what I'm supposed to be looking at, but my eye just goes everywhere else because there's just so many other things. And it makes it really difficult for me to, like, sit down and, like, properly look at life and death there with their cool poses. It would have been so cool if they positioned this a little bit more to get, like, the moon to be in the middle of them. Having life be a little more on that side too, death. And, like, I feel like I definitely see it being hard, and I'm not sure if it's actually possible, but it feels like this is a shot that really needs the moon to be at the middle. Like, if both of their heads were, like, on the bottom corners of the moon, and then that divide otherwise, especially if we had that lighting effect from the older shot that they had, this would have been, like, destructive.
I don't think I did.
Sorry?
No, I said that's not a bad idea.
Yeah. But, like, overall, this shot is pretty fine. I like it. It's really good. It's well done. Yeah. Where do we all stand?
Oh, this is... I can already see where this is going.
I will start off the train by saying that, chat was greatly in favor of Snug and Sean.
Fair enough.
Second vote actually went to Dino and Tom, and Life and Death were third for viewers.
8.
Is that a baby or is that a cat? I can't tell.
Oh, I'm sorry. My niece is over.
Oh.
8.
My bad.
Oh, no, you're good.
Hold on, be 1 moment.
I guess in that case, I'll go ahead and say my piece. My vote goes for Sean and Snug, because it's a very simple shot, but it's just like, it's a very fun shot and one that I keep gravitating towards.
Yeah, I have to agree with Doc here. As much as I love the flashiness of X-Man and Deathshot, I really have to go with Snug and Sean's shot because, like, yeah, like he said, it's a very simple shot, but also I think there's like a little meaning to it. At least what I think.
Yeah. X-Men says, I was thinking of that, but due to the lighting effect, you have to be super close in proximity, so you have to glue yourself to screen, glue yourself to death. Yeah. I might say you were trying to do too many things at once, and it just caused all the pieces to, like, you had a lot of cool ideas, but you had too many cool ideas. And it just kind of caused everything to fall apart in the end for us.
It does go hard though.
Yeah. Alright, so I think that is essentially a unanimous vote towards Kieran and Sean. So, our little dapper dancers will be advancing.
Everyone did good.
Yeah, they were all good shots.
Mm-hmm.
I need to remind people, they are all good shots.
Oh yeah, I forget that some of those sword emotes have damage. Yeah.
Oh, that too.
Yeah, at that point it's very much like an issue of like angling and like we've all been there with trying to not hurt people, or not accidentally like ram into the wrong thing with attacks and stuff.
I think there's only like a few sword emotes that do damage though. I mean, that one Tanjiro emote, the one where he has his like, I forgot. I think it's like some kind of
flame. Both the flame emotes, the one of the other Demon Slayer ones. Oh, one of the water ones.
Yeah.
And then I think all of this past collab, I cannot remember the name, but I think most, if not all, of those sword emotes do damage.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure most of the sword emotes were from Demon Slayer. I think there were like a few that were from Rurouni Kenshin.
Yeah, there's a big explosive fire one, and then like a spin blue sword effect one from that one.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
that was from the journey, wasn't it?
Yes, that sure was.
Man, Angela really likes sword and fire.
Yeah.
Wish they do a little more though.
Yeah. Moving on, we've got our next two contenders, and both of them have an A and B. There's most of the shots have A and Bs here.
Ooh.
So we're gonna at least for the first rounds, we're going to be parsing these out. So first off, we got Dia and Jord. We got these two fabulous fellas. Which one do we want to go with?
Oh, this one's kind of hard.
They both bring very different vibes. This is one of those few cases where I'm like, I kind of would say it depends. Because it's like, the one on the right matches a lot of the vibe that Dia goes with his character, where it's like, these look like two villains that you just found out in the desert and they're about to rob you. Like, this is Team Rocket-esque energy.
Yeah.
But on the left, like, it's the same outfits, but there's a completely different energy. It's like, they're just like
their K-pop video.
Yeah.
They're like high-fiving before they get into the chorus and do this really cool number.
And it's like the same outfit, but like, because of the background, it's just a different energy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, agreed. Holy crap, that first one is pretty good. Second is also good, but I'm not too much of a big fan. I still like the first. I still like them though.
Ooh.
Actually, yeah, we might need a couple of good opinions. Where do you two lie? I just like how clean the one on the right is, so that's the one I'm going to end up going with. Where do you two lie?
Okay, I might as well go first. I'll go with the left one.
Ooh, they're like Eve said, they're both really good for very different reasons. But something about like the right one just kind of calls to me, like that like Dia just being ready to punch someone's lights out, and Jord like.
They look like villains and it's so good.
Oh wow, WWE.
I think I'm gonna go with the right one. I love the left one a lot, but I feel like we're gonna have a lot of images where we have like, you know, look, they're high-fiving together, kind of thing.
Small thing that I really like about the Croissant Arena, the gray matches Dia really well.
Mm-hmm.
But then the signage in the the gray and then the black background match Dia really well. But like the pink and the blue match Jord really well.
Oh, holy crap!
Like that is a really good that's like lots of good color in.
It's graphic design, baby.
Graphic design is their passion. I really like that, but I'm still just leaning to the right. I love it's simple, like those are both like clean poses, but it's so simple but so good.
I guess we all need a break from cute stuff.
I mean, the last batch were all edgy.
Okay, fair enough.
But yeah, so we'll go with that. But speaking of cute, we got Zeldar and John.
Oh, okay. Could I go first?
You may.
Sure thing.
Okay, the right one is cool. I like the Ferris wheel and their poses. But wow, the left one is pretty stunning. Like, not only did they get the small pool of water and the, what was it, like the psychic emote?
Mm-hmm.
The moon also turned blue.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
That's what's so cool about it. And I like it just for that. If you ask me, I'd take the left one.
That's fair.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the left one.
I'm gonna have to agree. The lighting is just is exquisite. Like
It's
that
godly.
lighting off of that stance is just powerful.
Mm-hmm.
It even dims out the one light I have a gripe with, and that's I think that's like the no out of bounds light, the one where it's orange.
Oh yeah.
It actually dims that out, which I'm grateful for.
Yeah. All right. So, Doc, start the words.
All right. So starting with Zeldar and John. I like one thing I'm gonna point out because it's actually because like it's part of why I liked this one more is that the emote just makes everything blue. So now the moon is blue, you've got blue on the floor, the psychic is blue, so everything's this like unified to the color to the matching outfit, by the way, between the two our two outfits here. And like that's a really nice that's really nice to see. Kind of like what Avi said, it dims out, or what Eve said, it dims out a lot of the background lighting. So like the Ferris wheel, the moon, that washes out a lot of stuff. And we've had cases in the past where like people take pictures with the moon and they're just completely washed out from the lighting. So this emote's like, no, here's what you're focusing on. Now, that being said, I kind of wish that Big John would have been behind Zeldar.
Ooh, yeah.
I was gonna say that too.
Because Zeldar is almost perfectly lined up with the moon, and Big John had positioned themselves to, you know, be perfectly behind, you would have had this really cool, like, water, you know, water, like, triangle kind of thing going on. My other main gripe is the UI. And I might, depending on how it goes, I might be a little harsher on this one, specifically because Team Battle requires you to play in a lobby. And that means that, and by now, we're at a point where it's almost common knowledge that you can hide the UI. And that takes out the reticle, that takes out the names, that takes out the fencing, like all of that. So it's just kind of one of those gripes I have. It's possible to do cool stuff with the fencing, but like especially here, the fencing is more of just a, oh yeah, it's there because the UI is there.
Yeah.
So other than that, I really love the outfits. I love the blue. But yeah, I wish, like, those two things, especially the UI, would have been really nice to see. Moving on to Dia and Jord. I love how chaotic this energy is. Like, you have Jord just dressed up all cute and very, like, very pink and very pastel, but you know for a fact, once they're done with that pose, they're just gonna, like, knock your teeth out.
Yeah, Jord looks like the kind of character that's like, I'm looking pretty and I feel pretty, but I have, like, many very dangerous things in my possession that I'm about to use on you.
Yeah, like, just roundhouse kicks you cutely.
No, it feels like Jord is saying, like, I feel pretty, but your face isn't gonna be pretty after this fight. Your face is just scarred up and bruised all over. Oh wow!
Those are spiked boots, and they're steel toe as well.
I don't think I'd want to kick with those. I mean, I would kick with those, but I don't want to be kicked by them. Also, okay, sorry for interrupting. This reminds me of, like, one of those, like, friendship tropes where there's, like, a cute pastel character and then there's, like, some goth edgy character. Have you
Yes,
ever
I
seen
love
that
those.
trope? Yeah, it reminds me of those. Like, just those type of friendships.
Yes, and I love those so much because it's just chaos everywhere. Something else too is that this is once again a case of wearing recolors of the same outfit, but you can make such a different vibe because of that. And, like, I don't know exactly what bottle Jord is wearing, but I do like
Jord is the cute lashy studded bottle.
Yes. What I mean is I don't know which bottle that is. That he's wearing.
It's the red one with the tongue sticking out. Like, you know, the one that I use for Malon on 238?
Oh! I thought that was Diaz. That is angling.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, no, that's pretty much perfect.
Yeah, Diaz got the moto.
Yeah. So yeah, it's very much like. Gosh, I just love this energy so much. Like, again, just same outfit, different colors, just changes the entire vibe. And then you've got, you know, the hair. Both of them have, like, that shaved part to them, but just the color, you know, makes a world of difference. Jord with the neon pink eyes. But yeah, Avi, your go.
Alright, thanks. First off, going on to Zeldar and John's pick. A lot of blue. Makes me want to sing I'm Blue, but I'm not going to do that. I have a terrible singing voice. Yeah, there's definitely a lot of blue here. I think the water, the triangle, and the moon. And Doug pretty much said what I wanted to say. Like, although I like the amount of blue that there is here, it's like, it kind of just overshadows everything else and makes everything dimmer. Like, and yeah, like he said, if they positioned John like within like behind Zeldar, then that probably would have worked so much better. Because I think it just looks neat. But overall, really good pick. Onto, I believe that's Dia and Jord. Simple pick, but pretty neat. Actually, it gives off like, I think it's like kind of like the Wild West, like it's like a gang or some sort. I can't really pinpoint it, but it just looks neat. And yeah, I don't. Oh, also something that Doc mentioned about the shaved parts of the haircuts. It really gives them that edgy or bad boy look, I guess you could say.
The Beatties.
Yeah, the eye patch, the clothing, they all add emphasis on that. And I think not only the spike bottle, but I think was that the motor bottle that Dia has?
I think that's
Yeah,
fire, yeah.
It adds more emphasis to the bad boy vibe. Also, I just realized that that Jord's outfit, it reminds me of like one of those punk guys, but like they have like guilty pleasures that aren't really menacing. Like, I don't know.
Oh no,
Like,
yeah.
I don't know. Like, a tough guy playing Animal Crossing or something?
Yeah, cutesy bruiser is a very fun trope.
Oh,
A character like that.
Alright. Yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say.
Alright, and then I will share my words. So, again, as is illustrated before, not much to add. Yeah, the UI, having that grid, while it's a lot more cued down because of the water effects, it's still there, and it's kind of hurting the shot a little bit. The Big John, while Big John is great, and we do love Big John, it does hurt the shot a little bit. There's a couple ways I would do this. I'd either have it like what you're all suggesting and just have like John right behind Zeldar for a nice lined up shot, or to have like it angled in a little bit of a way where like there's a little bit of a gap between the two so you can see John a bit more clearly while this is happening, and then Zeldar is on another side. And like I was talking about with Life and Death, they're both kind of to the left and right of the moon, so that the moon is the centerpiece for the shot. Because the moon is really good. The moon is right.
Yeah.
It is, and especially under this effect, like, I want to see more people, like, next time we see doubles, I want to see people use this effect more, because it is, these two both demonstrated what it is capable of, but we're, like, both this shot and the one that Life and Death had, I feel like they fail to really demonstrate just how good of a shot you can get with this emote. So I want to see somebody do that at some point, and when they do, it's going to be amazing. Still a really good shot, though. Dia and Jord, there's not much to add. I love them. This is great. I really like having the headband. Just like Dia's fit is just fire. It is so smart. I love the headband at the top. We've seen this fit a few times, and every time it doesn't need any changing because it works so well. Having Jord alongside, the alternate shot that we had, I really like that. The fact that they're just alternate colors of the same fit on that other stage just makes it more fun. The fact that they both were like fitting and they're the same outfit but different colors. But here it's like, there's also like here they kind of make a nice shape together too, and like I kind of start with Jord, and your eye gets caught by the hand being up in the hair, all daintily and ready with the fabulous pose, and then it kind of leads into the rest of the body, and they're close enough together that Jord leads into Dia, and then you see Dia's stance. And makes for a really complete shot. Either that, or you start on the other end, and again, it just leads. It just works. So where are we where are we all going with this? I'm gonna be going with Dia and Jord. Chat is going with Dia and Jord.
I'm agreeing with chat here.
Abby?
It wouldn't even matter if I said it, but I guess I'll just go with Dia and Jord because it works well.
Yeah. Dia's good at these shots. Just.
Oh yeah.
Also, a little bit of. Oh, sorry. Okay, a little bit of advice I'd like to add. It's okay to use the same fit once, like, multiple times during these contests, and even if it works well, that's great. But try to use different fits every now and then, because, like, who knows? You might find something better. Not saying it's bad, but, like, just experiment with some things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm.
This isn't used to be anyway. It's like everyone.
And then our last. So we've got PK and Swaggy coming into this one.
Oh, any shots here.
And then we've got a couple others coming in. We've got Slash and Dynamo, which we're gonna have to pick between these two shots.
Ooh. Interesting. I think normally I think so far simplicity has kind of won people over, but I'm going with the right one here. I think it reminds me of like people going to a tourist location and taking selfies, I guess.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So I think the right one fits. I think the right one looks much more better than the left.
You want to know one of the reasons why? Lighting. Look at the shading on the one to the right. Look at the shading on the one to the left.
Well, actually, you're right about that. Wow.
There is so much life and color in the one to the right. I was talking to my boyfriend yesterday, and I was looking through some of these. He said that one looks like a professional shot. Like that looks on top of like that seems like something that like Ninjala itself would have probably got, or like a render or something of the sort. Like it is so good.
Wow. I mean, congratulations, Slash and Dynamo. You just got praised.
So I cannot say the one on the left for the life of me. Like it's so much, like just looking at the two side by side, it looks so much taller. It's cute, but the color is so good on the one to the right that it just makes the one on the left pale.
Yeah, I feel that.
And then finally, we've got two nice shots from Chansey and Vitamin.
Chansey? Oh, I thought you said Chansey for a second. I was thinking, what? Pokemon?
Well, Alpha Chansey.
Oh, okay.
You better start running.
Yeah, no, I'm out of here.
Running over to vote for which one you think we should use for this next part of the contest.
I'm probably gonna have to go with the one on the right, because you see more of the person on the right than you do on the left, since they're bowing.
Yeah, I have to agree with Doc there. I think I have to go with the right, mainly because I think there's a lot more going on than the left.
The angle's also slightly better, so you get a very slightly better aim of the character on the left.
Yeah.
Alright. We've got 3 fabulous pictures here ready for us. This one might be a little bit harder to get a good shot of. We'll make it work. Alright. Hit us, Doc.
Alright. So, starting on the left as usual, I love this. PK posted this a few days ago to ask people's opinion. And as usual, I refrain just because I don't want, or I try to not add too much judgment before these contests. But I love the storytelling of this. Just PK's character just making a mad dash down the alley from a raging dragon, as Swaggy is just, you know, just minding his own business, having a day. Then this just happens.
Makes me want to play Sonic music.
Yeah.
You know the one that starts like rolling around at the speed of sound? I forgot the song of that. City Escape, that's the one.
Rolling around at the speed of sound. God, please
I remember when he
listen
sang
to
that
the
last
calling.
I like the use of weapons, and moreover, I love the fact that they used. I'm actually not sure who's the one who sent the dragon.
So there, I can confirm that a third person did assist with the shot, but they did follow the rules as they are not a part of the shot.
Very clever.
That's
like
also
that.
cool.
Yeah, take that as a lesson. Never be afraid to ask for help with some of these shots. Because as long as they're not in the shot, it still works.
Because, for a quick example, Doc, you remember that picture I have of Mal, who has, like, looks like they're holding the bomb and they're about to throw it at you as, like, an energy bomb. Like,
yeah,
that looks like that should just be a shot that's just one character, but that was a two-person job. Like,
and boy, was it a job.
Yes. But yeah, keep going.
But yeah, sorry.
You're fine.
But yeah, I love the energy of it, and I love that it's a storytelling. So it's not, you know, two people posed together. It's like in the middle of a scene. And I like that the little like speed lines from the bumping motor are kind of like framing Swaggy and PK, you know, into the scene, and you've got the dragon like half breaking from it or half entering it.
Yeah. No, like this, like the waves are like, that is the best frame of like getting that like wind.
Oh yeah, the wave. They had so much more depth to this picture.
It frames the shot perfectly because you've got a nice background, but it's like it says, "Look here, this is the shot.
This is the action."
And you know what's funny too? It captures both characters and the dragon within the shockwave.
Oh yeah, yeah. No, that's extremely hard to get.
Yeah, it's also giving off like some kind of, like, it feels like it came from a comic book.
Yeah. Not much else I need to say aside. I'm not sure exactly what skin of motor that is. But they're, you know, with everything going on, I don't think at the angle it's at, it's gonna matter as much in this case, since there's already just so much going on.
I might be able to figure it out. I'm gonna try to figure it out.
In the meantime, let me go to Dynamo, which, so not just, or going off of what
Okay,
Eve was.
PK says it's the blue extreme motor.
Oh, blue extreme motor. Okay, yeah, then perfect. Oh. But yes, so start going to Dynamo's picture. So one of the things I like about this one is it's again, or in this case, you know, they've got the blue and the pink, you know, different outfits, so very different vibes. But what I like is from this shot specifically is you've got like pinks and blues everywhere, but the game building is, you know, that nice deep blue, and then you've got a couple of sakura trees in the background on the left side, which is a nice little subtle thing. But this is one of those cases where they don't need a frame because they're taking up the entire space. So it's like, even with all the chaos of Shinobi City's environment, they are the only thing they're the main things you focus on because they're front and center.
You can't focus on anything else. I'm trying.
and that, you know, when you're a selfie taker, that's the main thing, right? You are the focus, and then whatever the other interest is, you're focusing, you know, you're adding to your focus. But also I love the match, almost matching, you know, selfie taking. They're angled and posed just slightly different enough to where they are, to where they give off a slightly different vibe.
Yeah.
But yeah, oh, and that is the pink, Sydney James bottle, which you do not see very much of. Sorry.
Yeah.
And moving on to our last one. I've got it's a nice picture. I do enjoy the use of the emotes. I'm actually not sure what emote our person on the left is doing. I know the other one's karate chop.
I would not know myself.
I think I have an idea. I just forgot the name of it. I think it's that one emote where you like put your hands spread out, like perpendicular to each other, and then like there's blobs of spray everywhere. Yeah, I think it's that one. Like just before it sets.
Yeah, just before you like splay your arms out. I know exactly what you're talking about. It might be that. I think I do wish they could have been like closer together or like interacting in some way, because as they are, like you can see them alone and be like, oh yeah, these are nice images. But because this is a contest of people together, or people interacting together, it's a little harder to, you know, if you're on separate, if you're too far apart, you kind of risk that losing that like collaborative sense.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you know, the outfits are cute on their own. Just I do wish I could have seen more collab. Avi?
Oh yeah, okay. Starting off with the first pick, which I believe is from PK and Swaggy. Did I get that right? Yeah, honestly, I like the look and feel of this picture. Like, it feels like it came from a TV show or comic book where it's like a downtown city chase scene from a giant dragon. And like I think like Doc said, it looks like Swaggy just what is going on with his day, trying to get some milk at the store while he comes across some crazy lady with with an extreme motor and a dragon chasing them, and it's just like, wow, my day is never gonna be the same again. Like, it's honestly really cool, and also the shockwaves from the extreme motor, it adds on to this comical feel, and that's what I like about it. And moving on to the second pick, which I think it's from Slash and Dynamo. Yeah, Slash and Dynamo.
Yeah.
This is really cool. Honestly, I like the selfie aspect of it, and yeah, I mean their outfits match, and so do the backgrounds too. Like the pink blends in with the pink, and the blue blends in with the blue. And although I feel it may blend a bit too well, it's still good nonetheless. Then after the third one by Chanzi and who was that? Who's the other person? Vitamin. Okay. This isn't bad. The blossom trees actually add some. It adds a lot more to the picture than you'd think. And honestly, I think I mean, I'm not sure what to think of the emotes used here, but it's not bad. It's definitely really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty much what I have to say.
I'll start with the middle one because I want to say something quick to follow up where you were like, the blues and everything. It's like, the nice thing about the fact that the colors are set up the way they are too, where it's like, the colors of them are in the background kind of blend in with them, but they're also notably less vibrant of the colors. So it means that the more vibrant blue or pink for these two, which is their bodies, stands out even more. Like, the lighting on this shot is incredible. It's so good. Like, I'm gonna have to cancel this because there is a green balloon in the top left corner, and that does not match anything they're wearing. I'm sorry. It's a green balloon.
Wait a minute, where is the green balloon?
It's right beside the left person's phone.
Really? Oh,
yeah,
okay.
Ruins everything. Whole shot no. It's I love this shot. It's so pretty.
It gives me a flashback to the first one.
It is, like, while the two outfits don't necessarily match, they match to me. Like, they feel like they're still fitting a similar theme, and they're kind of working together really well. I love this shot so much. It does not look like it was shot in Ninjala. Like, it just doesn't, but it is. Going over to PK and Swaggy. Again, really good shot. Like, this is, you can tell that they probably had to try this many times. Or if they got it once, it was like exceptional photography skills to get this, because it's like, this is such a good shot. The dragon in the background roaring angrily, it looks like it's about to explode and like consume this poor kid who is like determinedly driving away at max speed. Swaggy just like looking over and is just shocked. I feel like
Swaggy...
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, sorry about that. I think Swaggy just, once he saw the dragon, he realized that he just missed. He wanted to go back to 10 minutes ago where he didn't see that and got shocked.
Yeah. Yes. Go ahead.
Sorry. If I remember correctly, that emote that Swaggy's doing is not one where you stay in that pose. I think, I might be wrong. I think that's one of the ones where like where it happens, and then they drop their arms back. And if so, like, that's just like, that's even more extra timing that they had to do.
There's so much timing in this shot. This is such a hard shot to have landed, and they landed it.
That's either extremely lucky or extremely skilled. I can't tell which one, but it could be either.
Or both.
Yeah, that too.
Honestly, the only like proper gripe I have with this shot on the left is Swaggy could have been faced towards the camera to be focused on like the scene that's happening instead of like it kind of looks like he's looking at the dragon, which is good, but like it doesn't feel like it looks like more he's like looking at like the mid to tail section of it rather than like the head and like the core. He does like if he was facing towards the screen, it would draw more attention to everything that's going on, and it would make this like a very exceptional shot. This is still an incredible shot. Like these two could easily be finalists for this.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's tough.
And then Chanzi and Vitamin, it is a nice shot. It's definitely very clean. It's very straightforward, and it's enjoyable. I like it. Changing the camera so that the trees were framing the shot more would have been a really good bonus, especially with the building in the background. Like, that would have been some really nice framing. Having the characters closer together would also be a nice thing, and maybe having them interact a little bit more. But overall, like, it is a good shot. It feels like a fitting environment for them both, and they've got some nice poses. But yeah, it feels like they both were doing their own thing, which can be nice, but it doesn't stand as strong as like these other two that we have with us right now. Speaking of those two, we have to choose. Avi, you have to pick first.
Of course, you nominate me. Okay. If I had to say, I'll probably go with the left one. Although the middle and right are really good, and they make nice use of the color pink. I will admit, like, you know, that that kind of like salmon pink, I guess. They're like, I'm not Sakura pink. I can't tell which pink because like I'm not so good with colors, but they make good use of it. But I like the comical feel of the left one.
Yeah, it's so fun. I like the lighting too much on the middle one. It just, the quality of this shot just I like the quality of the other one. I feel like I'm cheating one out if I say like the quality. The lighting is so good though. It looks. I'm leaning towards the middle. I'm very much leaning towards the middle. Doc, what are your thoughts?
Ooh. Gosh, it is very hard to choose, because on one hand, you do have a very, very good shot with Dynamo and Slash. Like you said, this could be something that, like, the Ninjala Twitter could have posted. But on the other hand, you have PK and Swaggy, who did a story type.
And it is such a good story.
Mm-hmm. Gosh. Yeah, that's gonna be really tricky.
Chat was tied between the two, by the way.
Oh no!
Because of course they were.
See,
Oh man,
you're going with Dynamo. Abby, you went with
PK.
PK.
Yeah.
So I am the tiebreaker.
Yep. Like always. I mean, not
really
always.
want to go with PK too, though. Like, I am so torn.
Yeah, that's how I feel.
Yeah, same.
Ooh. I think just because it is a much harder shot to land, I'm gonna go with PK.
That is
'Cause-
understandable and respectable.
Yeah, because like it's hard enough getting anything that's moving as someone who's tried to take a picture of the horse. or with the horse, but that is two moving objects and a third person they needed, and they got the good shot with it.
Yeah, the work, they put a lot of work into that shot, and it like, aside
Paid off.
yeah, they put a lot of work. They needed a lot of luck and a lot of patience. Like, you know what? If this was a tie and you only added to the tie, you would have convinced me to. So
Yeah, they both did really good. That's not to say that Z-chan and their partner didn't do well too, because like their shot is good.
there's too many good shots. There's always too many good shots.
Yeah.
It's
That's part of the
easy to
fun of
look.
these.
It's easy to look good in this game. It's hard to look amazing, but it's not impossible. And a lot of people are more than willing to get that amazing look. Like, yeah, alright, PK and Swaggy advance. Good games, everybody. Good games. But we're not out of the fire yet. Next up, we've got Air Pirate and Star 64, or 64 Star. And we're gonna have to pick between these two sensory parties.
Oh, okay.
I personally am leaning towards the right. Not like the pink and the gumshoes are really good and I love it, but like the positioning is just that much better on the right hand side.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And the startup of the fireworks and everything, instead of it being late to done, just brings out that energy more. Like it just feels like a better shot between these two for me.
Yeah, I like the angle of it too. Like
Yeah.
it's a lot more dynamic.
Yeah.
I think I'd have to say the left one here. Like, okay, hear me out. Although, yeah, you are correct about the angle and the fireworks being almost about to start. I feel like the pink and the gumshoes add more to the party feel that this pig might be trying to go for.
I can see that. While that's true, I will raise the counterpoint that the gumshoes and the way this is angled and positioned means that it's harder to see what you're actually looking for. The one on the right, your eye is drawn to the middle. The one on the left, one of the characters is off to the left, one character's in the middle, there's a couple of gumshoes all over the place, and in the top right corner, there's just nothing. The one on the right, everything, like the entire shot kind of feels like it's getting used.
Yeah, fair enough.
So we're all in agreement with the one on the right?
Yes.
Okay, adios. And then we've got another Riverdale with Travis and Cool Blue Blur.
Oh wait, where is it?
Look at these cuties. Look, it's the same suits again!
Oh, man. Wait, seriously?
It is
Yep.
the exact same suits.
Wow,
That
okay.
suit's popular.
This contest shouldn't have even been called the doubles contest. It should have been called the black and white suit contest.
Apparently, everybody went with these suits.
I mean, hey,
If this
if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
No, it's a good doubles. It's a clean. It's the easy, obvious doubles. Makes sense that a lot of people are gonna go for it. So, which one do we like more? I like the one on the right.
Yeah.
Yeah, the right one's really cute.
It's more dynamic.
And you get to see Travis's little smiley face.
There's also two moons.
Oh, yeah, that too.
How did the
It's
second moon get
like-
there?
It's part of the. I
Oh,
think it's
yeah!
the star of the ball. Yeah.
Man, how did that get there, huh?
Yeah, that's... Yeah.
Aren't
And the
humans,
angle
like,
and
supposed
everything
to
is
be-
nicer.
What was it, Abby?
Aren't like two moons supposed to be a horror thing, like in horror movies, or?
I think
No,
of
it's
Star
actually
Wars.
just in sci-fi. Yeah, it's a very sci-fi thing too.
Oh yeah, okay.
And last but not least, we've got Lunala and OctoKid, who have a much different energy than what we've been seeing for a lot of these, especially in Riverdale. We've got an assailant.
Okay.
I love this. It's so fun.
You gotta love chaotic pictures.
The first one, I feel like they're both important on this one because it tells a story, like the first part and then the second part. I like the second shot more, but knowing the first one helps.
Yeah, that's true.
Huh. I think I've got to go with that first one. Like, yeah, the second one's probably, like, you can see them more clearly, but just, like, the mid-hit.
Yeah.
Or, like, that wind-up.
The one on the left, you've got the wind-up, it's, like, the other character is closer, so you can kind of see them a little more clearly. And, like, while I do like the flying over and about to murder you, the about to murder you is a lot better. I feel bad for this little bean. I want to give her a hug. So we're all agreed to go with the one on the left?
Okay, hey.
Okay, go, Abby.
Okay. Yeah, I get opinions too, you know. Okay. So, although I do agree the left one and the good is... the left one is really good because, like, the mid-attack animation. I want to bring up the point that, like, okay, maybe you can, but, like, you can't really see much of the character's face, and also, I feel like the shocked expression of the character on the right, it's so much better.
That is fair.
That is true.
But...
yeah.
While we get less of the face of the character on the left, we get more of the face of the character who is grinning maliciously as they wind up the swing.
Man, someone really wants bean paste today. As Mal said, they called one of the characters a bean. Why not bean paste?
Oh dear,
It's expected to be
no.
used as an insult to some character now. You've just given Eve fuel.
Bean
Insult
paste.
characters by calling them bean paste? I mean, okay, I mean, put them on
Squishy
ice cream.
cutie.
Wow.
Anyways, so you do make a good point. You do make a fair point. But yeah, I like going on facial expressions.
Okay.
I like the grin on the character on the one on the left more than, like, you do kind of see you still kind of see the fear of that character on the left, on the bottom part. No, you know what? Just with the overall scene as well, like, the one on the left I like more with the main action that's happening, but the scene itself in the background, and you get more of that on the one on the right, and that does add to it.
That is true, yeah.
I think I'm gonna have to agree with Abby and change my point to the one on the right.
Wow.
Abby's surprised! I actually sided with him for once.
Wait a minute, what do you mean by for once? Have you, like, wait, have you actually sided with me at all? Now I feel betrayed. How dare you?
I'm sorry!
You're not sorry. I feel betrayed. Absolutely betrayed. My trust has been shattered in you. How dare you? I'm kidding.
Good.
In this game of doubles, we do have a first.
Yeah, actually.
Alright.
Man, what is with the twos today?
So we get that. Try to make sure each one is getting, like, the proper visual real estate that it needs. And if I do it like this, I think that works. Yeah, that works. And we can have this pop. Oh, yeah.
There we go.
Yeah, it works. All right, Doc, hit the wheel.
I do not have a wheel to hit, but
You
I can
utilize
start
the
off.
words.
Use your Star Wheels or something.
Alright, starting with OctoKid and Lunala. So one, I am gonna take a moment here. That I love this outfit on Lunala Master. Usually we see her with the purple hakama and the black and purple hair and all that. Which is a classic. It's a cute outfit. But yes, I do enjoy this alt color. And I like that they essentially matched each other to be like, with the like white and bluish kind of looks of Riverdale Night Sky. So very kudos to that. I'm not entirely sure what OctoKid is wearing, but I'm all for it.
It's either the ghost fit or the Emma's blue fit. I think it's the ghost fit.
Yeah, because it's monochrome.
Yeah.
So it may very well be ghost. Like I love how they matched their outfits. And I love that Octo went with the black and white. What is that? That is the chewing V. For their shots. I think that's a nice little like extra bit of matching. This is another one where it's more of like a scene happening directly. My one thing is I don't know why the little like shock sticker thing is the way it is, but it's like it's not something that can be controlled, but it's just like really bugging me for some reason.
I was about to say that. It feels so out of place. Like, I think if you just moved it to the right a little bit, it would have worked. But I mean, that's just Ninja Love, that's not an actual nitpick.
Yeah. Aside from that, I like the like comedy almost of it, where it's just like someone's just like about to attack. Just like, you know, you're having a good night and someone just comes in and is like, alright, death time. You're like, no, I was just getting my one drone that I need. Please. But yeah, aside from that, very nice shot, very nice energy. Travis and Cool Blue. People have been, you know, wanting to. People have tried to use the Hope and Star of the Ball emotes together. I know for a fact any of the emotes that people collaborate with each other, or any of the double emotes, are very tricky to like get correct because of just individual timing.
Yeah.
And like while I do like it and I love the pose in this picture, I think my main gripe is that it's a set of it's kind of like it's kind of like when you wear a full set. It looks good, but that's because it's supposed to look good together.
Yeah.
So in this case, it's like they got a good shot with each other. It's a cute look. The moon is right. But overall, it's a set of emotes that are meant to work with each other. Sorry. But aside from that, you know, I like the outfits. They're very cute. And yeah. Going on to Air Pirate and Star. This is such chaos energy, and I'm here for it. I love just that, like, that's a really good mixture of the headbang emo and the start of disco, where you can hear them screaming the band name just before screaming into the mic. The person doing disco has not like jumped up onto the thing yet, but you can still kind of see them in the back. I think if you zoom in there, you should be able to get a clear shot of them. Yeah, there they are.
Oh yeah, no, you get a very clean shot. You can even tell it's the Ron attire.
Yeah, like they are very like, they're very ready to like just tear things up. They both have the default bottle, but in this case, yeah, and I know Air Pirate doesn't care for bottles, but in this case, like, any other color that's not the red or the black just gets drowned out by the lighting anyway, so it just matches.
Yeah.
And both of them have like that red and white and black and blue going on, so like they actually match with each other conveniently.
Like normally it has colors as well that don't work, but it is such a cacophony of noise and colors and visuals that it's like that doesn't matter. This is one of the rare cases where it's like we are usually very like, if you're gonna make the default bottle look good with your bit, then by all means use it. But so many people are just like, no, I'm not gonna use it because I rather they don't exist, and it's like you're hurting your style. This is one of the few cases where they kind of get a getaway with it because it does kind of work, and then like you just said, there's just all the things.
Everything is happening all at once.
Yeah.
So everything will match. But almost in a way, if they tried to go with a different bottle, like if they tried to go with Backfire or something, I feel like it'd be too much. Like, the theming of the standard bottle being a pair of headphones just kind of works here. It's like, it works color-wise, it works theming-wise, it works. But yeah, I'm glad to finally see disco used for a shot. And I'm glad it's this very good, very like energetic shot. So yeah. Avi?
Okay, I guess I'm going next. Starting off with the first picture, I like this one. I like comic relief pictures. They're funny and they're good and they're like pleasing to look at. And this one pretty much fits the bill here. Like it just looks like you're getting sneak attack. But one thing I would have liked is if they positioned the back character to align with the moon. That would have looked so much cooler.
Ooh, yeah.
Okay, counterpoint on that. And, and I didn't mention it for this reason. Notice how the chewing V is being drowned out by the moon's light.
True.
Yeah.
With the amount of white on this character, if they tried to line themselves with the moon, they would have been washed out very easily.
I mean, yeah, I guess you got a fair point. But then again, would they actually? Oh, never mind. They probably wouldn't stand out much. But honestly, I think it probably would have looked cool. Yeah, so honestly... Oh, I'm saying that too much. Wow. Yeah, this looks pretty good. I don't have much to say about it, but it's well taken. And then moving on to Travis and the blue blur picture, blur's picture. It's got a nice romantic feeling there. Like, you have the Ferris wheel, the moon, the extra moon. What else could you want? And also the way one of the characters is smiling while they're dancing. It has the emphasis of just relaxation.
It's cute.
I think. Then on to the third one. Man, they really look like they're having a ball here. And not a reference to the second one, but like they're just partying. And I gotta say, I do like that that they're trying to like go for a party theme here, but I feel like maybe the lights and like the confetti and everything kind of just drowns out the characters.
Yeah.
That's my main gripe with it, but otherwise it's really good. Also, I feel like they could have chosen a better stage for this, like maybe somewhere within Croissant Arena, or hell, even Eagle City if you feel like it.
Oh, if they went to Croissant where there's like those audio bars, that would have been the perfect spot.
I mean,
Or the speakers.
Yeah.
yeah, the speakers they could have worked too, but like it's understandable why they chose Fort Riverdale, because it feels like one of those like underground disco parties.
Well, actually, yeah. Like that's the thing too. Is a lot of those concerts or a lot of those a lot of the underground places are a bit more like grunge.
Yeah, so I think it's not that bad overall.
Mm-hmm.
So that's all I had to say.
All right, my turn. So, yeah, the one on the left, yeah, someone's about to turn into a bean salad, which is the most very sad, very unfortunate times.
That's a paste.
It kind of has like a Batman vibe to it. Like this character coming in is like, I am the knight. Like we've got an assailant or an assassin coming in to take down this poor child.
Like it's just that one character. Oh, sorry.
You're good.
Okay.
Go ahead,
Alright.
Doc.
Wait, who's going?
Doc.
Avi.
Doc, you
Okay.
were saying something. Oh, okay, Abby, go.
Okay, so well, that was awkward. Okay, so the character in the back feels like it's just I'm Batman, I'm gonna beat your ass or something like that.
Yeah.
Okay, Doc, go.
It's like the anime. the Luna's playing the part of Burton and Bereka, just being constantly assailed by...
That is a good reference.
But yeah.
Remember to watch the Ninjala anime airing every Thursday at
Probably not
7 p.m. PST on YouTube.
It's on YouTube with
In the
captions.
It's only
It's
available
good.
for a week. You better watch it while you can.
Something I do like about this first one too is there is actually a light amount of color coordination between the two as well. We've got both are very white. One uses light blue to like signify like probably the more innocent, good, well-intentioned, and then the other's using dark blues. Or like that hat is black, but because of the lighting, it looks dark blue, which means it. Like the blacks look like a dark blue, so it looks like light blue and dark blue. So it's like a really nice contrast in that way. And then like the guitar is just a weapon. It could have been any weapon, but that one comes with a really. I guess that one just comes with a really nice stance. And also just the idea of just flying down from the heavens with a guitar ready to smash somebody just sounds delightful.
I want to see a sequel of this photo where the character in the blue pants just like turns the tables and then smacks the other one with I don't know, the same guitar maybe.
Well, no, so it's them coming down about to hit the person, and then the third shot is them like just about to like frames away from hitting, and then the third person is coming in with like a drum beat echoing scream ready just to shut them down. Or like a charging slash, like there's just a beam of energy of somebody just like diving at this individual.
Rocket.
Oh yeah, Rocket would work really good.
Rocket would make the bean salad even more salad though.
Yeah. It's not even a bean salad anymore. It's like a bean smoothie.
Oh!
Did someone say smoothie?
I probably
Ooh!
wouldn't drink a smoothie. Oh my god, Mal's making blender noises? Wow.
No, I'm making Burton noises when he sees the smoothie chance. He makes this sound whenever he's
okay,
thinking about
I get it now.
smoothies.
Okay, I get it now. I get it now.
Moving on, we've got Cool Blue Blur and Travis. Like what everybody else said, this shot was literally made to be this. The stage, the outfits, everything is great. It's wonderful. It's really cute. But it's like... It's like... This is like that shot that if you followed, like... Like, you're opening a manual to make a really cool Lego set. And you follow the rules step by step. You finish the thing. It looks amazing. You followed a bunch of Lego rules. You followed the instructions really well. You played it excellently, and it is such a good shot because of that. But yeah, like what Doc said, it's like, it is very much what you would expect for a double shot. It's using two emotes that are built for each other, going with two outfits that are very much built for each other, using a stage that works with those. And it's like, there's nothing that feels too outstanding about how that's done. Like, if we were to compare this to, like, Kieran and Sean's shot, where it's like, again, they're doing a lot of that stuff, but there's subtle things to bring out more life into it, like the coloration of the glow sticks.
Light sticks.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's like, it's a really good shot, but just... Yeah. It's... And then... I feel like I'm being mean to it. I like this shot. I like this shot. I need to, like, push that. It's a good shot. Moving on. Air Pirate and 64 Star. I love the energy. It's harder to see the characters, but, like... I love it so much. This is another, like, phenomenal shot. Like, if this was, like, properly professionally done, it might be a little bit cleaner and, like, less cluttery. And it might be in Croissant Arena instead. I mean, if it was at Croissant Arena, these two would probably not be in the fits that they are. Their fits are grungy. Their fits fit this environment. Like, both of them look like they should be somewhere like here.
Mm-hmm.
Like, the angry roar from this little girl, just, like, so into what she's doing. She is calling for anarchy.
Yeah.
The little anarchist right there.
She's gonna go vandalize something in a few hours.
Yeah. She's pumping herself up, and after, like, the next second or third song, she's just gonna start, like, tearing off the equipment that's in this area.
Well, if she's gonna vandalize something, it better not be in my house.
Well,
It's gonna be.
hang on, let me do a roll to see how close they are.
What?
12.
Oh, good. How...
They're like a reasonable distance away. You're probably safe.
Yeah.
I don't think I am.
Don't worry. Alright, so, what are we doing for votes? Chat voted for Lunala and OctoKid.
Ooh.
I think I'm going to vote... I'm either voting for Lunala or Air Pirate.
I'm gonna vote for Air Pirate.
Okay.
I've been waiting for a good use of disco.
This is a good use of disco.
Yes. And like it's very sensory, but in this case that's a good thing because like
That's the point.
otherwise it wouldn't otherwise it wouldn't be grunge.
That is a fire hazard what they're doing, by the way.
Oh,
Yes,
yeah.
it's a feature. It's a feature.
Mm-hmm, sure.
Okay, Abby, I'll let you pick next.
Okay. If I had to say, no questions, I'd go with the left one. I like it too much.
Okay.
But I mean, the Luna Star and OctoKid.
So we're basically at a tiebreaker here. Because
With
if I
you
vote,
on the
if I vote,
Yippee.
if I vote for Air Pirate and 64 star, that means that we're at a tie, and in the current ruling, that means that we disqualify chat's vote, which means that Air Pirate wins. If I vote for Octo, then that one just advances.
Aggressively things.
Can you hear me tapping my chin?
No, I can only hear a microwave. Can I use it for a second? I need to microwave my burrito.
No. Let me hang on.
Damn it.
Let me roll to see how close you are to me.
What?
14. You're kind of close. You're closer to me than they are to you, but you're still not close enough.
Wait, 14 what?
Out of 20.
Out of 20.
Let's see. I love these both.
Okay, wait. I didn't think microwaves could make that sound. Hold up.
What?
I was making a joke because you were making microwave noises.
Wait, I was?
Yeah, you were just like.
No, I was mean.
Yeah, it sounded like a microwave.
Okay, let me see. I was gonna say colors to the left, but like the outfits on the right also work really well together because they're like black, blue, red, and white. Like, I'm gonna go with Star. I love Lunala's, but I'm gonna have to go with Stars.
Alright. Star advances.
Congratulations. Oh, no, challenge isn't loading. I'm just gonna do this before it crashes. So that I just have it available. There. So I've got that now for me to look at. Which means that... Guess what we gotta do? We gotta move over to semifinals.
Oh yeah. Yeah, semifinals are going to be a lot quicker, aren't they?
Yeah.
Depends on how much pain we go through.
True.
There we go. It loaded. Alright, well, I'm just gonna get things set up for you two, and then I'll sort out all these things. So, we gotta start going to returns. We've got these two. And... Oh yeah, we're just going straight over to pain. Here you go. We gotta pick between these two now.
Ooh.
Alright. Have fun. Doc.
Oh. Dang, this is gonna be tough. Cause on the one hand, you know, you've got that very nice, very like you've got a unified you have Union in the same pose, same outfit. And then in the other one you have very different vibes, but they're unified in that way. I think that I'm gonna have to go with Dia on this one. I love Sean and Snug's like picture, but just the chaos energy that Dia and Jord have, while having the same outfit, different color, like just very much leaning into those color scheme themes, but still having very unified stance.
Yeah.
And like what you said, I love that they like their poses make them flow into each other. So yeah, I think that's gonna be where my vote lies.
Alright. Abby.
If I had to say, as much as I like Dia and Jord's outfit, like the Wild Western bad boy theme, I'm more in favor of Snug and Sean's picture because honestly, that motive of time and like with the suits and all that, it just gets me in a good way.
You jerk.
Excuse me?
Now, look where I am. I have to
No.
pick between the two again.
Well, I don't regret that.
Alright, so, thoughts about these two. They are both the same outfit, but alternates, with different headgears that do different things. Kieran and Sean have... Theirs are the same emote, but with different tools that allow for different things, that allow different colors that match them better. With a really nice environment. Both have environments that fit their style. Maybe not the color too much in these shots, but it matches the style and the energy of what's going on. Both are alternates. Sean and Kieran's are the more popular pick, while Dia and Jord pick a less popular one and managed to make that one pop. There's a lot of carry, there's a lot of energy, there's a lot of really good flow. But the light sticks on the right are really good. They are so good. And the color, like, utilizing the hair as well to kind of flow into the fits adds a little bit more, or a good bit of energy as well into Dia and Jord. And it's just like, yeah, they look like... This also like, yeah, this looks like you're playing any video game and you've got your rival or baddie group just like pop up and they strike their dynamic pose. And
Yeah, it's like Pokemon.
yeah, I was really thinking about Pokemon like in a doubles battle, and it's just these two just like in black and white too, they just do their pose and it's just this.
Team Plasma.
Yeah.
It's funny because I've been playing Pokemon Black too for a while now.
And like, yeah, the poses, and it, like, this just looks like an encounter screen, where Kieran's and Sean's are a lot less that, but it's a lot more fun. And while it doesn't draw to the eye as much, just like, there's just more clever stuff going on. Like, it's smarter. And it's, I would definitely say, between these two, it feels like it might have been a little bit harder for them to find that right moment. Oh no, the one on the left does require, like, I think, like, Jord on the left and Dia, I think they're both, like, in the mid-process of their two different shots, and they had to line those two up together as well.
I believe because that is the ballet emote. I believe it either begins or ends at that pose.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel like I've seen these emotes somewhere. I think they end at that pose.
Okay.
I could be wrong, but I think they end.
Yeah, that's the beginning of the ballet emote.
Okay. Just thinking, what catches my eye? What do I not like? Both did a really good job at masking the bottle glare, where there's an S energy orb between Dia and Jord that kind of just blends in, and it's also just like, that's the white kind of like gray sky area too, so it's like, it's not even that bad. And then like for Kieran and Sean, like it's blended in with the clocks, but then the clocks kind of play against the lighting, that bit of light kind of just makes them less effective. The pink and blue, I don't like it in the desert as much as I like how Kieran and Sean's fits. Just kind of like, it feels like it fits in the shot a little bit more, where like Dio looks great and the shot overall is good, but like the pink and blue just kind of like, now that I'm being horrendously fickle, I don't like how the pink and the blue works with this stage as much. And if I were to look at the other one, I feel like while the colors complement and it's really good in that way, that would cause them to kind of blend in too. I think I'm gonna have to go with Kieran and Sean. Yeah, I'm gonna go with it. I'm just gonna do it now, so I don't have to think about this for another 10 minutes. Because I will. Alright. Dead.
But Death lost in the first round.
No, you.
Yeah, Death. I mean,
no,
what?
you. Next. Words, you and you. We got these two fantabulous. Scam. Scoom. Probably have you kind of like that. And you kind of like that. Yeah, you fit. Yeah! Good. Somebody else talk for a minute.
Okay. Wait, shouldn't you talk first, because then you don't get the end of the tiebreaker?
No.
Why?
Because the order. I'm setting up the poll.
Oh, right, okay.
I can do second.
Sure, go ahead.
So,
Okay.
Doc, start.
Alright. So, I'm gonna start off with saying that these are both very heavy timing based. Because you don't get a huge window before the gum cheese start appearing on disco. And then on PK's part, like, again, that is just an entire, like, that's an entire setup you had to do with just the motor, the dragon, the everything. I really like the grunge style. And I feel like I'm the unpopular opinion here, but I actually love the chaos going on with Star and Air Pirate's picture.
I love it too.
Because and part of it is because, like, yes, it's a huge, like, overload of, like, stuff going on, but it means that there's stuff going on everywhere. Whereas in PK's scenario, you could crop out a good chunk of that picture, and to better frame it, I feel like there's a lot of, like, excess stuff where there's nothing going on, which we've had it work well in the past, with Spicy cosplaying Pico. Like, there are some cases where you can't crop because of just the impact it has, but this one you can definitely do that in. So I think I love the timing, and I love the work that went into PK's, but I think I'm gonna have to vote for Stars.
That's fair. That's fair. So, for me to talk about these two, I feel like this one is like better. It has so much like dead space, which is fine because I can just zoom in and now we just got like the core. We've got the meat and potatoes of the shot. In this situation, I am going to say honestly, like this one, I am still very torn. There's a lot that's really good about PKs, but like, yeah, I love the chaotic energy of like Star and Pirates. And like, if we had Swaggy facing towards the camera instead of like away, I feel like that would have just added that little bit more. The other thing too is just like the coordination on like Air Pirate and Stars is like really good. Like, they make them fit. Like those two look like a duo.
Yeah.
And like the default bottle works okay here. I'm noticing it a little bit more now that I'm starting to be a lot more fickle about things. Like, yeah, now that I'm like trying to find my issues, now the default bottles stand out again. How do I feel? Like, I am against Swaggy, like, facing away. We do have some color coordination with the blue, but this other character, they kind of just are mostly doing their own things. The dragon plays with the red a little bit, like the yellow from the motor kind of plays with the glasses. I love the energy of the one to the right. I think I do have to lean to the left though and say that I would be in favor of Air Pirate and Star.
Okay, so I guess that leaves me then. And
you gotta make a case for PK and Swaggy if you want to go with them.
Yeah, I'm gonna make a case for PK and Swaggy. Okay, first of all, I think, yeah, you could just zoom in for the shot, but I think the buildings add more of like, I think they add a little more to what's going on in the scenario. Like this feels like a full page of a comic book, if you ask me. And I mean, I know the left one is really good, but like I said last time, the fire and the confetti kind of just crowds out it. Like, the main part of a picture is to look at the characters. PK's picture does that really well because you see the characters and then you see the dragon. You can already get a scenario of what's going on. And I'm not saying that the left one is bad either, but it's like, it's good. Don't get me wrong. But I think my focus is just more diverted to the confetti and the effects rather than what the characters are doing.
That's fair.
But yeah, once you see the characters, you can definitely tell they're going like chaotic and all that.
I'm gonna make a point on your mention of like the make a point on the situation. In the, like, if you wanted to get rid of some of that empty space and still have it feeling like a comic, you could just shave off from the sides and not from the top, and you get that nice vertical slice of buildings. Without, like, yeah, kind of like a little bit like that, yeah, where it's like you have more verticality, so you get the impact of the buildings around, but you still have like, you still don't have like a ton of empty space on either side.
Holy fuck, that changes. Wow, that does change the shot so much.
Yeah.
That makes it so much. The scope. Oh fuck. Damn, that little change. Just change. Yeah. God. Dang. Yeah, that actually helps a lot. Even more. Damn it. Fine.
What?
You win. I'll change my vote. I'm going PK.
Oh,
That-
baby.
That looks like that's game, cause chat voted for PK as well.
Yup.
Yeah. Man, that's the second time you agreed with me.
It is a Tuesday.
If we get a third time, I'm just gonna say, oh baby, a triple.
Alright, so we'll leave that shot like that because it does work it well, and I have the ability to kind of, like, bigger shots overall do work better because then I can kind of do the cropping myself, which is an unfair advantage for some of these. I will fully admit that. Like,
I'm sure.
like that, I don't think I should, I do it. I guess that's a rule that, a thing that's just permitted because I've been doing it, but like, yeah. Anyways. Yeah, I find more often than not, like, big shots that we can kind of, like, let things focus. If there's, like, the thing is, too, I'm just gonna clarify on my explanation for it, where it's like, yeah, we get the, like, this full shot here. There's shots that do have big panoramics where we've complained about how, like, the shot is, like, the character is too tiny and the shot is too big, and, like, you can make the argument, yeah, why don't you just zoom in on those? The shot is okay in those cases where it's like, that doesn't add to it. Where in this one, it's like, that doesn't save it. Where it's like, this isn't being saved from that, it's just like adding a little bit more flavor to the soup. It's like adding a bit of salt into the soup, where a lot of these other ones, it's like, no, they need more stuff going on to really stand out, where this is like, here, put a little bit of salt into the shot. Oh, look, wow, it helps a lot.
That's definitely a true point you make there.
Where it's like, so that's why, in this case, it's like, yeah, it makes sense why we do the zoom, and then it's like, oh no, that makes it better, and it's okay to leave it like that. If we get down to the bottom line, though, and I'm like, I can't choose between these two, and I'm looking for, like, every single thing I can do against it, like, I might have zoomed out, but, like, that added a little bit more, so I was okay with it. But if it was stuck, then I'd zoom out, and that would probably cost it. But anyways, enough about these rambles. We've got the finals here. I am going to say, as much as I love Kieran and Sean, I'm going to start by just saying that my vote is between these two to PK. Anyways, you two, go ahead.
Avi, I'll let you go second.
Oh god, now you two are throwing me under the bus. Wow.
Hey, you're not tiebreaker this time.
Okay, wait a minute, I've never been okay, never mind. Okay.
Be thankful.
It's not November, but okay. I have a hard time choosing. Like, Snug and Sean's picture is really good, and it goes along with the clock in the background really well. And then there's also PK and Swaggy, where it feels like there's a storytelling here. But I think overall, as much as I like Snug and Sean's picture and how the clock, how the arms are like coincidentally moving with the clock, I have to go with PK and Swaggy for this one. Mainly because the picture feels like it's telling a story here. Like, I can think there's a story going on somewhere in that picture. Like, if you look at something, your brain probably like comes up with a bunch of sequence of images for like what happened and what's going to happen. Like, it tells a story. Where I'm not saying that's not the case for Sean and Snug's picture, but I feel like I get more of a sense from PK and Swaggy's picture. So, in the end, I'm going with PK and Swaggy.
Alright. Doc, thoughts?
thoughts. Honestly, yeah, like, Snug and Kieran's, I mean, Sean and Kieran's, image is very fun, it's very, like, and there's little details that work really nicely for it. And just things that a lot of people wouldn't think to do. But so does PK's and Swaggy's. Like, again, we never said you could add people, you could have people, or we never said you couldn't have people, like, help out using attacks or ninjutsu, as long as they're not in the shot directly. Plus, as usual, like, I'm very partial to shots that utilize weapons, because you're not using just a scripted thing to get your reaction. And a lot of the times you have to work with whatever emotion or like whatever expressions you get while using the weapon. So for this to have that, like, sort of, oh, sorry. For PK's character to have that, like, almost like half panicked, half determined expression while the dragon's chasing after, with like open maw, and just Swaggy just completely taken aback by all this. Like, there's so many moving parts that had to work, and they got it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think my vote has to go to Swaggy and PK.
Alright, so it looks like finals was the easiest one somehow. Okay then.
For you, at least.
Thank you, random matchmaking.
You just had opinions.
So, with that said and done, chat is still voting on which one they prefer, and I'd love to see which they feel. I did actually roll a fancy little die to see who our random participant who gets the third prize will be. And so we have our order. PK and Swaggy will be taking first place, and they will be requesting a prize from They will be claiming the prize either of a render by Abby, an edit of sorts by Bransicle, or a graphic by Velmer. Getting the second choice and claiming second place position is Kieran and Sean, who will be taking one of the two remaining options after PK and Swaggy have selected. And then last but not least, the dice have spoken, and our winner, who will be claiming the third prize, the remaining one, will be Air Pirate and 64 Star!
Hey, nice! Praise on Jesus.
Yep. I'm sad that Slash and Dynamo didn't get to make it far. Theirs were so good!
It was very good, but there's just... That's the nature of these
There's so many of these that should have made it farther than they did.
True.
Like, and that's what I like, is that you don't get a lot that are bad. It's just, we get a lot of good images, and we have to figure out which one we like more. So it's never, oh, this was just a bad shot. It's like, no, we had to deliberate a lot, and we had to, like, figure out which one we liked more and why.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think we have, like, played with the idea of an honorable mentions, just from the ones in the bracket that we didn't pick, ones that we really liked.
I want more like silly prizes, or a lot more prizes where it's just like we have so many things just to hand out that like there's people who enter are more than likely to get something out of participating.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
I mean, we could probably check the Ninja collection cards like last time.
They weren't available for sale right now, and I am also horribly broke, out of my mind, and am in a very financially difficult position. So I would not have been in the position to do such a thing. I will immediately plug myself here on that note. If anybody would like to help make my life a little bit more pleasurable or a little more livable, you appreciate the work I do. You I moderate a place. You appreciate I help with handling RPs, or you like the art I do, or you like this tournament, and you don't want to subscribe. Understandable. Twitch smells. You could get me a Ko-fi. Money is nice. I don't have much money. I'm trying to get a new job. Jobs are hard. Most jobs suck. Please give me some money. I appreciate it. If even a few dollars, it helps in the long run. But yeah.
Yeah, give her a
my begging aside, that does bring us to a close here. PK and Swaggy will be taking first place. Sean and Kieran will be taking second place, with Dia and Jord and Air Pirate and 64 Star taking third. Congratulations to those four and to everybody else who participated. Y'all had some good shots. Remember, please, you're welcome to listen to our advice and take it to heart and try to come up with some clever new ideas. I know a lot of people who entered don't watch these streams, which understandable, but I'm sure that people are learning and figuring things out regardless. Yeah, with that said and done, Avi, plug yourself.
Oh, wait, you want me to give me my Twitter?
Yeah, you're cool. People want to support you. They better support you.
Okay. Yeah, okay, so my Twitter tag is @teamcoral_Avi. It should be easy.
He does very cool renders, like the one he's going to be doing as a prize for one of these three. Look forward to seeing it. You were going to say? I cut you off.
Huh?
I cut you off.
Oh no, I just said that I make memes too.
Oh yeah.
With the renders.
You make good memes.
Mm-hmm.
Doc, plug yourself and not me. Challenge.
Impossible.
Okay.
How dare.
But yeah, you can find me at Docshado on Twitter, Discord, some major retailers. I do art. I should post more often than I do, but sometimes I post.
Social media is difficult and annoying.
But yeah, if you see Eve's work, sometimes my stuff shows up in there. So that's a more reliable way to check out.
Doc, if you want to find out more about my stuff, go check out my friend!
But yeah, yeah, other than that, go give Eve a coffee.
Please.
Please follow, subscribe, check out her work.
I'm too desperate at this point. I can't even be
Yeah, give
embarrassed.
her a coffee. Starbucks is too expensive.
What?
I said give her a coffee. Starbucks is too expensive.
Yes. Please. I don't drink coffee, but get me a coffee anyways. I'll sell it on the black market.
Wait a minute.
And with that, we are done. Thank you all so much for watching. We will see you in 2 months with the next Showoff. Ciao.
Say the black mark.
Bye.
Bye. See you next time. Adios.